would think that since this is the second video, I would have like an intro or something like that, but I still don't. So, hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing great. Again, my name's Kaitlyn, and this is video 2 about my cancer vlog. Just wanted to update everyone and let everyone know what's going on and what all's happened since, the last update. And also regard, my hair is not pink anymore. That is a wig. This is actually my natural hair, so I still have natural hair. Not for long, though. I'm guessing, since my doctor and all the nurses told me that my hair will fall out and everything, so that will be a separate video. So things that have happened since the first video. I had a PET scan done to see where the cancer is and everything. We had to go about maybe like an hour or so away from where we live, and I mean, it was all good because after that we got Popeyes, and if anyone knows me, that is like my favorite restaurant. I grew up eating Popeyes. I remember me and my best friend Anna, every time like we would go to Forest, we would always get Popeyes. We would always get a 3 spicy tender with french fries and a biscuit, and then we would eat that for lunch and everything. More than half the time, she would always pay for my food and everything. I think I owe her probably close to around $20,000 just from my expenses growing up and everything. But I did go get my PET scan done, and it was pretty interesting, actually. If no one knows what a PET scan is, a PET scan is where they inject you with a sort of radioactive sugar, and they go and they scan your body, and wherever the sugar collects at is where the cancer is. So I was not allowed to eat or drink or do anything prior to that, but forgot about this because everything is just such a blur and everything. Prior to me getting my PET scan, like I was talking about in my last video, I got my port installed, my chemo port, and that was an experience. Here, I'll show you. It is this right here. There's still some bruising up there, and still, I swear to God, I shower. This is just surgical tape and glue and all that good stuff. That's just won't come off my body and everything, even though how hard I scrub and how hard I try. So me and Zach went to the hospital at around like 5:30 in the morning, and we had got myself prepped for my surgery to install my port. Surgery went great. The team that I had was very, very nice. They explained everything to me. Very, very just good people that had helped me and everything. After waking up, my friend Kaitlyn came and saw me, and I really liked that. I really loved seeing her. Kind of made me feel sort of normal and everything, because since I've been diagnosed with cancer, I just haven't been able to go out. I haven't really been wanting to go out or do anything. Like, it was a struggle just putting makeup on and everything, and just talking gets me so out of breath. Well, after my surgery, we had just a little bit of downtime, so we were able to, I was able to kind of lay there in the hospital bed for a little bit, and then right after my surgery, I went to go get my PET scan. And as soon as we showed up, the ladies at the front desk weren't really the nicest, I would say, and me still being kind of loopy from my surgery, I was like, who do they think they are? I'm trying to fight them and everything. So I get back to the PET scan room, and my nurse that I had was an older lady. She was super sweet, and I was telling her about the ladies at the front desk, and And she was like, who gives a shit what those bitches think? And I was like, yeah, who gives a shit? Like, I was agreeing with her, and she was awesome. So going back to the PET scan, you know, it's radioactive sugar, and if anyone knows anything about science, if something's radioactive, it's not good. So the way that they delivered it, or the way that my nurse brought it to me, which I was in this tiny room, and they drew my blood through an IV, let the IV hook up right there, and she wrapped me in warm blankets and stuff like that, and it was really, really nice. I love getting swaddled. But she brought it in this little case, and it was like a little metal case, and she came in the room, and she's like, man, you know what I hate about doing this? And I was like, well, what? And she was like, I hate whenever I'm going down the hallway with this and people avoid me like I got the damn plague. And I started laughing so hard that I thought that my IV was about to pop out. It was, I don't know, it was just, it might have been just from the lack of food, because still at this point it was like 12 in the afternoon. I still haven't eaten or drank or anything. I think I was still kind of loopy and everything, but I thought it was really funny. So we had to wait about 45 minutes after she injected it. And whenever she injected it, it didn't like burn or anything. It was actually kind of cold. So after she injected me with it, then she got me more warm blankets and swaddled me, and we had to wait like 45 minutes just for it to kind of disperse through my body and everything. And then came the actual scan, which took about maybe, I would say like 30 minutes. It felt like 30 minutes because I accidentally fell asleep in the scan machine, and she came on the and the lady came on the intercom right as soon as I fell asleep and scared the crap out of me, and she was like, all right, well, we're almost done. And I was just like, what? Like, and it, like, I almost fell off the thing, and she's like, did you fall asleep? And I was like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm good. So after my PET scan, I got Popeyes, so that was really good. And actually tomorrow we're supposed to head back there for a cardiogram test. Cardiogram is for my heart and everything. I still haven't gotten that done. So hopefully, if my body allows it, I'll be able to get Popeyes. Again, just not spicy, which I guess I'll have to live with. But I mean, you know, I have to make sacrifices now, I guess. So the day after my port installation and my scan, I kind of just had a chill day. I was very, very swollen. They gave me some really good antibiotics and stuff to help with the pain, and they were really good antibiotics. So after that, at 9 o'clock the next morning on a Thursday, I had my first chemo treatment. And I was kind of scared because I mean, I didn't know what to expect, you know? I didn't know if I was gonna like, I just didn't know. And just having this port put in like 2 days ago, like what if something was wrong? Like what if it came out? Like I was really scared, but I was playing it off like I wasn't and everything, because my mom and Zach went with me and I didn't want to freak them out. So a little while after we had gotten there, they had taken me back to the room, and they sat me in this chair, and they were just talking with me and everything, just telling me how everything's gonna go. And my mom goes out of the room, talks to my oncologist and everything, and she comes back, and she's kind of in tears because she received good news about my my scan and everything and my prognosis. As you guys know, my first video, I had gotten a bone marrow biopsy. That I still have not heard anything back from that yet, which that, you know, kind of scares me, kind of worries me, because if it is in my bone marrow, then that means that I have stage 4 cancer. But before they made any assumptions or anything, or or anything. My doctor told my mom that it's only found in my neck and then in my chest, but not below my diaphragm. So that means that I am in the middle of like stage 1 and 2, kind of more towards 2. It's like pre-stage 2, I would say. So I am pre-stage 2 cancer. So she was obviously really happy about that. I was very happy about that. Zach was very happy about that. The people there also let my mom pick out a blanket that these people make for everyone who's going through chemotherapy and everything, and so I got a new blanket, and it's super cute. It's blue and it's plaid. Again, you know, I didn't expect that, so I kind of cried a little bit because I am a crybaby, and I just thought that it was, you know, really nice. So they injected me with 4 things. The first thing that they injected me with came in a red syringe about this big. The drug itself was red. So whenever the lady was injecting it, she was telling me everything about what's in it and stuff, and maybe I'll make a separate video on the drugs that are in my chemotherapy and like the symptoms that they cause and everything, and what they do and stuff like that. But it's commonly known as the Red Devil, which that kind of scared me a little bit until she explained why. The explanation to why it is called the Red Devil is as soon as it goes in your body, whenever you pee afterwards, your pee is red. So I thought that was pretty cool, especially since I was still hooked up to my IV and everything, and I really had to pee, so went to the bathroom, and of course my pee was like bright red, and I was just sitting there staring at it. Like, it was pretty cool. But you guys should have seen me trying to like walk with this IV. I felt so bad because the nurses had to help me. I looked like a baby deer coming out of the womb. Like, it was horrible. So they injected me with the 3 other drugs, well, medicine, I should say. Whenever I say drugs, I don't know, it makes me sound like, I don't know. So they injected me with the other 3 medicines, and my port, going through my port, it actually didn't hurt, you know? It was fine. Like, I actually kind of enjoyed it a little bit. It was very mellow. Didn't feel any pain at all. So, with that being said, you know, afterwards, my heart, this sounds weird, but my heart felt kind of like exhausted, I would say. Just like worked, because the port goes from this main artery that's like right here, straight into my heart. That way it just disperses through my body. So, after chemo and everything, I felt, you know, rather okay. So I had my appointment with my radiologist, and he is honestly one of the smartest people that I have ever met before. He was super intelligent. He was very this guy just blows my mind. He was awesome. Like, honestly, one of my favorite doctors, like, that I have ever had. So he starts telling us facts about my specific kind of cancer and everything. And the cool thing is, I'm going to hit you guys with some facts. The cool thing is that with my specific kind of cancer, I could have had cancer since I was like 11, 12, and I'm 20. So it's been in my body for that long, and it's chosen now to, you know, show itself and everything like that. I just think that's freaking crazy, you know? But they said after my first chemo treatment that the swelling would go down, which it actually has. The swelling was mostly over here. Now it is just, I mean, obviously there's still swelling and stuff, but it's significantly less than what it was, and if you go back to my first video and then look at my neck and then come back here and look at it, I mean, you could probably tell the difference and everything. And if I can, I will try to insert a picture of like the before and after that I did and sent to people and everything. And to me, it's just, it's so crazy. We were eating and then I got this just wave of nausea, I would say. Yeah, it was nausea because I needed to puke. And I didn't puke, but I was very lethargic and I felt like I needed to. Other than that, I had this kind of fog over me that I couldn't shake, and it was just really, really weird, you know? Like, I'd never experienced this before, so went back to my house and stuff, and I just kind of laid in bed, kind of just laid there for what seemed like hours and stuff, because I just felt so just disconnected, I would say, from everything. I felt like I was, like I said, was there but wasn't there at the same time. Like I said, it was just a really weird experience. Now, the days following chemo, they had given me this little thing. It almost looked like a diabetic pump that during certain times it would actually pump a medicine in me to help produce more white blood cells to help me get better faster and everything. So I thought that was really neat, but I don't think that it helped to its fullest extent, I would say, because I still felt like shit. Like, I still felt horrible. So, after they sent me home and everything, the next few days were very bad for me. It was like I was sick. Poor Zach. I felt so bad because he had to take care of me. Like, I couldn't dress myself. Like, I couldn't bathe myself. I'm surprised that I could even feed myself, honestly. I just laid in bed and I felt like such a waste, because like I don't want to put anyone through anything that makes me feel like a burden to them, you know? And that's kind of what I felt like with Zach. That was going on with Zach, even though, you know, he's assured me 1,000 times that no, I'm not a burden or anything. It's just, it's hard for me to not be independent, you know, as I can be. So, after those first few initial days, I was able to take the thing off of my arm and everything, and, I'm still kind of struggling, I would say. I mean, this would make day, let me see here, it's Wednesday, this would be almost a week, after, well, tomorrow will be a week after I received my first chemo treatment, and I'm still struggling, actually. Like, I wanted to record this and go to work for at least a little while and everything, but I'm starting to feel bad, you know, again. I have my good and my bad days. I, you know, sometimes feel really good and I want to, you know, do some stuff, maybe clean up around the house and like go out and walk around a little bit, even though I probably shouldn't, because I mean, you know, coronavirus and everything, I don't want to catch the kung flu, but but aside from that, there's just days that I can't explain what's wrong with me. It just feels so bad, and I just feel so horrible about myself. I just want to feel better. And I know that these treatments are going to help me and everything, but it sucks just how I feel half the time. And going to sleep not knowing how I'm going to feel whenever I wake up, not knowing if I'm gonna have a good day or a bad day, having to text my people at work, and I feel so embarrassed because it's like I can't even show up for an hour at work, you know? It's embarrassing because I constantly have to text them and let them know, hey, like, I'm not able to make it in, you know, I can't, you know, and sometimes not even having an explanation why as to, I just can't, you know? I don't know why I'm crying so much, it's not even that deep. I think another thing that makes me upset is the fact that, Zach is my primary caregiver, technically. Oh, God. Zach is my primary caregiver, technically, and I'm going to, you know, lose a lot of weight. I'm going to look very ill, and I know it's not about, you know, hair or anything, hair grows back, but I'm so scared that I'm just so scared that he's gonna not see me the same, I would say. Not see me as the person that he fell in love with 4 years ago. That he's gonna grow to hate me because he has to take care of me. And I'm not able to be independent like how I used to be. He's not gonna be able to have a happy life because he always has to worry about what's best for me, taking care of me. And he's not gonna look at me as, like I said, see the same person that he met 4 years ago. I feel so sorry that I'm putting him through this. He's... Oh, God. Oh, my... And I don't, like... I don't expect anyone to understand how I feel. I don't want anyone to, you know, try to rack their brains trying to, you know what I'm feeling and everything, which it's just 1, 2, 3. It's just, I came into this thinking that it's always, like, I'm always gonna show up and just be happy. Oh, God, I spit. I'm sorry. I came into this thinking that I'm always going to be, you know, happy and uplifting and everything, but I don't want to lie to anybody about how I feel about this. One, 2, 3. I want this to be as real and raw as possible because that's how cancer is. It's not it's not always, you know, going to all these awesome benefits and, you know, having everyone reach out to you and, you know, hold their hands out for you and everything. It's so mentally draining. It's so emotionally unbearable. This is actually like the first time that I've ever like broke down about it, but like the more that I'm going through this, the more that it dawns on me that, you know, I have cancer, you know. It's just such a weird feeling. It really is, and oh my god, I look like shit. I'm so sorry. I'm trying my prettiest to, well, I'm trying my hardest to be those pretty criers, and I'm unfortunately not. I'm sorry. That being said, you know, I can't always just think about the negatives of what's happened or what's going to happen. I can only look forward. That's the only thing I can do. I am a believer that, you know, positive things bring positive outcomes. And I stand by that. I really do. There's just so many emotions regarding all of this. So many emotions that I didn't even know that I had. So many thoughts that I never thought that I would have to think or have to say. And just sitting here again in a room of my house that, you know, doesn't have the prettiest background, or talking to my phone like I'm an idiot, like, is really kind of tapped into my emotions and opened me up a little bit, because I've always been very, very guarded about what's going on with me, but being so open with everyone has made me feel so defenseless, in a good way though. Like, it's what I needed, to open up about everything, and me being so open will hopefully help someone else, you know, who might be going through this journey, and looking and helping me look back on these whenever I do get back healthy and stuff, you know, maybe it'll help me. And I'm sorry, but it's gonna be a long, crazy road to recovery, you know. I'm pretty sure, you know, I'll try to talk as much as I can with everybody and keep an update on, you know, what life is like, and hopefully look better than what I do right now. I tried to look good for the video, but ended up kind of messing that up, but anyways, thank you everyone. I'm gonna stop this one right here because I feel like I need to have a moment with myself and just let some emotion out, I would say, because I haven't since I've been diagnosed. And no matter what, you know, I'm gonna be okay. I'm definitely gonna be okay. I'll talk to everyone soon. Thank you for, you know, wanting to stay updated with my life, and, you know, it's probably pretty entertaining watching me cry. I'm like the new Trisha Paytas. I'm the cancer version of Trisha Paytas. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, wonderful week, and thank you.